Baseball in the Burrows is presented by Verizon. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too. The Mets currently sit 3.5 games ahead of the Braves in the NL East, but they are currently on a heater since the All-Star break. New York Post baseball columnist Mike Puma is here to talk all things Amazins. First, Mike, let's talk about the talk of New York. Jacob deGrom is set to make his first start in the majors in over a year. So what can we expect from him when he steps on that mound tonight?
Yeah, it's a long-awaited day for the Mets. 391 days since he last took the mound for them in the regular season. And the big thing is tonight is him just going out there and showing he can do it again. I don't think you want to put too much pressure on him in his first start back that he has to be the Jacob deGrom of old, but he could very well go out there and be that against a Nationals team that isn't very good. So, I think ideally tonight, the Mets will get between 5 and 6 innings out of him, maybe 75, 80 pitches, and, just get him walking off the mound feeling good about himself, and then ideally tomorrow feeling good physically.
So do you feel as though that deGrom is coming back to this team at the right time?
Yeah, the Mets had hoped he would have been back earlier this season. I think when he first was diagnosed with the stress reaction in his scapula, the thought was early June, and then some hope it might be the first week of July. But listen, the bottom line here is they have to get this guy back healthy for the stretch run, and they don't want to have any setbacks here. They were able to hold the rotation together without him. The team's in first place, thinking big for October. So just getting deGrom back healthy now and having him for a potential playoff run is the big thing.
All right, let's talk about one of those guys that have held this rotation together, Max Scherzer. He had an okay game last night. So you think that he's ready for the series versus the Braves?
Yeah, and last night he wasn't that bad. He had kind of one rough inning. And listen, the standard is so high with Max Scherzer, you expect him to almost pitch a shutout every time out. And we saw he was so good against the Yankees in the Subway Series, giving them the 7 scoreless innings and striking out Aaron Judge 3 times. He was a little off last night. Seemed like the Nationals started jumping on his first pitches in that one inning there where he gave up a couple of runs. But, Scherzer's a gamer. He talked after the game about having to make some adjustments heading into the Braves series this weekend. If you're the Mets, you don't worry at all about Max Scherzer right now.
Yeah, no one needs to worry about Mad Max. He's going to be all right. So the trade deadline is today. Do you think the Mets will make any last-minute moves before 6 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, I have to think they're still going to do something here. They've been on the hunt for a right-handed bat for a while. And, there's a couple of names out there. We know J.D. Martinez from Boston is a possibility. Wilson Contreras from the Cubs is a possibility. They could use some bullpen help. Maybe David Robertson lands in their lap, or a lefty, Andrew Chafin from the Tigers. But bottom line is, I would be shocked if 6 o'clock comes and the Mets haven't added anything here.
All right, Mike Puma, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Baseball in the Burrows is presented by Verizon. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.